Hey, what's up guys, Rajat sir from World of VFX. Welcome back to my channel once again. So finally, Unreal Engine 5.4 updated version is out right now. And this is the most amazing part in Unreal Engine, that you can do your motion graphics inside of this software. And this is really amazing. Alright, so I just created this scene with the different primitives like a cube. So I'll just recreate this entire scene. So first of all, go to File, New Level, and if you can find this motion design new update, I'll make a tutorial on this later if you guys comment down below, so please do comment. So first of all, I'm just creating an empty open world. Also you can create this basic one, it's all up to you. So for this tutorial, I'll just create the basic one. So just press create and don't save, and these are the basic setup and all. So first of all, you can find this motion design, but you can't find whenever you start Unreal Engine 5.4. So you need to check on few plugins. So not few, only one. So go to this plugin panel and need to type motion, and just you can find this option called motion design experimental. So whenever you check this on, the message will pop up that like this is a beta version. If you want, you can continue. There will be a lot of bugs. Sometimes Unreal Engine got crashed. In fact, not sometimes, many times. So just restart your Unreal Engine, and now once you open, you can just simply click this motion design. Now all setups are done for you by default whenever you click this button. Now I don't need any floor over here, so just simply delete the floor. Now in the basic setups, you can find all these options by default, but if you click this one like new level and this empty one, so you can create right from here as well for like create defaults and these other options which you can create. Okay, just simply press span. So with the camera, it will create everything for you. Now these options are really important, so you can control everything right from here. And this is the motion design, you can call it like outliner. Alright, so first of all, go to actors. Here I'll just clone some few objects. So simply click this cloner actor and just snap this to the main view, and you can find this cube right over here. And by the way, this is our main camera view. So simply go to default viewport so that you can control it normal Unreal Engine. And now simply select the cloner. You can see the rotations are by default a little bit different. So make it to 000, and the locations is also 000, so that it's right now it's completely fit with the screen. So we need to replace this cubes with our object. So I have already imported one cube here. It's imported from Blender. If you don't know how to import FBX file with texture from Blender to Unreal, comment down below. I can create a dedicated video on this. Alright, so after this, you need to simply drag it, and now you can see the cloner object, default cubes, which is this cubes. So simply select, drag, and drop into this cloner 2. Once you drop, you can suddenly see that started replacing the cubes. Now, if you have different primitives, you can definitely use that over here. Also, you can simply select the 3D shapes like clone, sphere. So let me show you. If you simply select the torus, and you can just simply drag and drop into here, you can see the torus is here. Simply you need to drag and drop this under this cloner object, so it start cloning with this torus and all. Just as simple as that. If you delete this, it will automatically update. Now we don't need this default cube, so simply delete this default cubes, and you can find like this. Alright, now simply select the cloner, and here you can find this many options. Like this layout right now is in grid mode. There I have a lot of options like line, circle, cylinder, and honeycomb. The honeycomb is my favorite. Mesh, like if you have any specific mesh, it will take that mesh size. And this is spline if you draw any specific, and like what is a spline meaning. And by the way guys, if you want a detailed video on this, everything with this and all, definitely comment down below. So first of all, if you click the circle one, you can definitely see it's changed into circle, and let's change it to honeycomb, so it will create some honeycomb patterns. But for that, you need to add a hexagon shapes so that it will easily create honeycombs like my the intro video. So let's make it to grid, and 0, like count 0 in Z axis. Also you can count it like 1, so that it like now looking like this only. Now let's increase the count to, let's say, count 30. So this change, and now increase this to 10, and yeah, pretty decent. I'm not increasing it too much because it's already pretty high dense mesh. Now if you notice, you need to go to this top view. The gaps are pretty decent, but this is a very high poly. So make sure whatever you importing, the poly should be a little bit reduced, so that you can create a lot of cloner objects. So you can increase or decrease the spacing size right from here. So it's all up to you. If you want, you can definitely continue this. Alright, so now go to wireframe to lit and top to perspective. And now it's time to add some effectors over here. And before doing effectors, you need to do some very basic changes. So first of all, you can see the mesh render mode. Make sure you need to random so that you can randomly positioning and all everything. And right now you can find this called spawn linked effector. I know you can import effector differently and you can link it, but for this option you can directly link with this cloner to this effector. Simply click and you can see this effector. So simply select the effector, and if you move, it started affecting. Now this is completely real time, same like Cinema 4D. So if you already know about Cinema 4D, this option is like a game changer. Alright, so now go down. This is in sphere mode. So let's change it to unbound so that it's applied everywhere. And now change the mode to noise field so that you can create some noise to make some patterns. So let's increase the here from like this is in this direction. If you want, you can do this. And let's change it to like 10 and make it to 20 and make it to -10. And now you can see some sort of changes over here. What I'll do, I'll just make it to 0, 0 and let's make it to 50. And now here we go. This looks really nice. Alright, this looks really cool. And now what I will do, I'll just make sure this pan option, once you just 1, 1, 1, it started animating itself. Look at this, just amazing. Just decrease it to 25 so that you can see this. Now if you want a little bit more faster, you can simply increase the frequency. Let's change it to 0.8. So now the frequency gets changed and you can see all the patterns like this. Now if you want, you can add so many light setups and all. So first of all, I'll just add a camera and make sure you need to set up a scene. So for add a camera, you need to go to this camera. You can find this Cine Camera Actor. These are all camera options. Simply click and like this. And after that, find out your camera, right click and snap object to view, and it's snapped over here. Now you need to go to the sequence. The sequence automatically created once you started the motion design. Simply drag the camera into here and it's dropped here. Now change it to film DSLR and make it to 30mm, and let's change the 1.5 like 1.4 crop to like so that you can see it like a cinematic kind of a viewport. Okay. And now let's increase the cloners so that it will fill the rest of the areas. So let's increase the Y count to 30 and now it's filled. All right, pretty nice, right? So if you don't want any sky atmosphere, skylight, you can simply turn this off. Exponential height fog, select spheres and all, volumetric fog, also directional light, so that you can create your own light. So let's create a light using spotlight. So simply drop it here. Let's come up from this camera view so that we can control the spotlight. So once you click the spotlight, you can see this lines over here. Simply make it up and increase the radius and the corner angle and intensity so that you can see the lights are bouncing right from here. Now this creates some shadows. Okay, so for that reason you need to turn on this directional light so that it will not create any direct shadow. And you can change the directions also right from here. So just change the direction so it's create some cinematic lighting and all. So it looks really nice. Also you can just I'm just decreasing the directional light value to like 0.3, and yep, it's looking nice. But if you don't want this, if you want a complete normal lighting setup, you can simply check all the options on. Alright, I just have reset everything with the normal light. So, but yes, you can create with the HDRI lighting. I'm not showing it in this tutorial, and I'll create another tutorial with this HDRI one. And now after that, you need to go to the settings panel, and in this unset configuration, you can simply check this configuration anti-aliasing 16 and override check on. Camera need to frame close and make sure to render all camera showdown if you have multiple cameras. And JPEG sequence if you want anything EXR, PNG and all, and make sure output should be in 24 or 60 and your desired location with the resolution. Accept this and press render to local. And yes, with this method you can create some kind of this animation inside of Unreal Engine 5.4 new update motion design. Hopefully you really enjoyed this amazing tutorial in English, and if you still not watched our Hindi tutorial channel VFX World, definitely subscribe. And myself Rachit, see you in my next video. Till then, keep watching, keep rocking World of VFX.